completely. So I was literally bouncing on. I felt like I had this like frequency mobile going on yesterday with all these different things, and I was running frequencies for my husband and his back pain, and but just again, the amazing tool that we have, like on the fly, frequencies on the fly. That sounds like a business name.
Yes.
Frequencies on the fly.
I love
But
it.
anyway, so that was yesterday already, fresh,
Oh,
hot off the press.
that's beautiful. I
Yeah.
love it. How it impacts so quickly, so quickly. All right, Erin, I think you've got host again.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Jillian, for sharing. First of all, I want to thank everybody. I know this is a Saturday. Everybody has busy lives, and I appreciate all of you to here. I know some of you guys have been invited here. My name is Erin Spreen. I reside in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, so on the west side of Canada. And I was absolutely blown away when I got this amazing opportunity to be shared. I was looking personally and understand frequency healing. And I know what the direction of this world is going. And I couldn't believe that I could actually have it in my household to be able to utilize, to be able to bring it to many, many households. I've been in the industry for, it's crazy to say this, but for 28 years and building teams for over 15 years, been on executive corporate team boards in my past platforms. This past 4 years, I think we all know that what's happened to us as humanity, and things are changing and evolving. And I kind of went through a period of time where I needed to step back and reevaluate what's going on and know and just really come to terms of knowing where and what to do to be able to bring valuable tools to the community that I've created several years ago. And I always say everything happens for a reason. I actually have a sign behind me. My husband had tragic at 40 years old, a emergency heart surgery, valve surgery. And so I've been on that journey with him of getting better and going into natural health. And as you continue getting educated, more and more things come to you, and for perfect timing. And recently I was like, oh man, I just know the healing of healing frequencies. And then sure enough, my wonderful good friend, Callie Jensen, unfortunately, she can't be here because there's been an emergency, but she shared this incredible little device, scanner device. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this is crazy. How come I've not heard about this opportunity? And she shared a couple amazing videos. And so this past month, I'd say the last 30 days, we have truly exploded this team to the point that we needed to bring everybody together and get on the same page and bring some incredible people to our amazing support team, to introduce our support team, our uplines in this amazing organization of Solex company to you guys. And I am so blessed to be in the presence of this amazing lady. She is incredible. I can tell you that when I've been around the round table with many other corporate leaders around this industry, it takes a lot to starstruck me, but I will tell you that Dr. Sheila Day is the most humble lady ever, and she is amazing. Patricia, you are incredible, the knowledge that you have. And I know when I joined and came into this organization, you were in Italy and you were on a trip. So you were over there messaging and answering questions, and that's what this is all about. So Dr. Sheila Day, if you don't know her, she resides in Missouri. She's on the board. She's a board naturopathic doctor. She's a functional blood work specialist. She's a frequency medicine specialist. She's also has, obviously decentralized healthcare and wealth care. She promotes that. And she's a minister, author, and a speaker, and a dear friend of ours. And it's absolutely my blessing to be able to introduce to all of you to Dr. Sheila Day. I know some of us have been on some of her amazing Wednesday testimonial calls, weekly calls, as well as she does a Thursday training call. Has a system already developed, and we want to bring all of you guys that has come in through Callie and myself and many others. And we're going to be expanding this organization and bringing everybody to Dr. Sheila Day's amazing system that she's already created. And I'm a details person. I'm immediately going through and start seeing how things are running and etc. And I want to hand the floor to Dr. Sheila, and I have a few questions that I want to, ask Dr. Sheila Day. I guess the first question, or the first question, and we'll answer to all of you guys wondering your story, is now that I've shared your background with you to the audience, how long have you been with Solex, and why did you come to Solex?
Oh, I love both of those questions. First, thank you very much for having me today because talking about Solex, mainly AO Scan, is like my favorite thing. And I have been with the company over 2.5 years. And when you start something new and exciting over time, that excitement starts wearing off. And I can tell you, in the time that I've been with Solex, my excitement is more every single day. I've never hit a spot of it being old. Because the way that we are impacting other people, the power of what we have that nobody else has, I just can't imagine anybody ever being bored with talking about it. It's all I want to do. I've talked to Lauren a few times. Lauren's the owner of our company, and I've told him I really just want to get out of practice and just tell people about AO Scan. That's all I want to do. Well, I do that in my practice as well, because a lot of my patients have their own subscriptions. And why? Does that replace me? No, it removes a lot of the heavy burden from me and helps them speed up their own healing, and it gives them empowerment. People want to be empowered. Like you were talking about, what happened to us in the last several years cannot happen again. We cannot have our power taken from us, and we cannot be putting all of our power in someone else's hands. We've got to take it back into our own hands. We've got to learn how to be responsible with our health and take responsibility for it and quit blaming someone else or putting it in their control, because we have already uncovered that those entities don't always have our best interest at heart, because they've got other guidelines that they're functioning under that serve them, not necessarily us. So I'm so excited that Lauren's brain just never quits, and that he sought out on a mission to serve his own family first, which as a side benefit, now we're all benefiting from that. And the way God has just downloaded so much information to him, that he's been able to make accessible to all of us. That $38,000 original technology that we can access now from any device, our cell phone, a tablet, our computers, anytime, 24/7. It just blows my mind.
Awesome. I am so blessed that yourself and many other, and that's what I guess what blew me away when I found out about this opportunity of being able to have that device in our own home, is that 80%, I think I read 80 or 90% of the affiliates, which is Quantum Living Advocates in this company, are practitioners. So you touch base on that. Is Lauren brought this to the practitioners first. It's only been this past 2022 is when the affiliate side, the referral part of it, has come into play. And that's hence why we hadn't heard about it, because, being in the industry, I'm proud to be an entrepreneur, being in the network marketing industry and many others, and then having a community of people that are like-minded. I get thrown ideas and opportunities constantly. Like, I'm not kidding. 3 to 5 people message me a weekly basis and say, hey, Erin, look at this. And this literally felt like I was starting in this industry once again, like a brand new newbie. That's the excitement that I got. Listening, I think one of my very first corporate calls, the corporate weekly update call, I think it was Dr. Daryl that was on it, and I listened to his speech here about a month ago, his training on it, and it really resided on with me. It totally aligned with what I was thinking and knowing what's coming for the future for humanity. So I thank you, Dr. Sheila, for sharing your story. You know, you are a practitioner, you have a practice, you have this full-time job over here, but you see, and like you said, I'm the same way. I can't stop talking about it because that's how huge this opportunity is to get to people, to the humanity. So the second question is, what is your favorite tool or maybe tools that you like using with your clients for their first exposure to this amazing opportunity of the AO scanner?
That's a fun one because, I'm right there with Lauren when he says keep it simple, because even though that original technology was out for practitioners, with advancements in technology, now we can make it a web-based application that anybody can use. It's so intelligent. It does so much for you. So you don't have to go back to school. You don't have to understand any of this stuff. You don't need to know. Let it do the work for you. So I love that aspect. This is another reason that I joined Solex. For one, instead of having to purchase that $38,000 piece of equipment, now I could just have a web application. And I didn't take it serious at first. I thought my friend was kidding me because I looked at this years ago when I was with another company, and I couldn't believe for that price that I could have all that. So when I got it, a lot of the other technologies that I've invested heavily in, there's a big learning curve that I was on training calls an hour a week for months and months and months, and sometimes still not that confident with it. Where with this, I was in using it the very first day. It's so easy. And I love the fact that when my patients come in, I like to do Easy Scan. Easy Scan is my favorite because it does inner voice, vitals, and comprehensive all in 6 minutes. And they get to see all of the vitals. There, what is it, 550 plus blueprint frequencies that we're comparing on everything that's going on in your body. And then the comprehensive that's really like MRI CT scan technology and can tell you how far things are out of balance, possible reasons they're out of balance. And it automatically sends balancing frequencies. As soon as that vitals scan is done, it's already sent your body exactly the frequencies it needs to come back to homeostasis. And then it runs comprehensive and it sends back exactly the balancing frequencies that you need so that your cells can come back to balance. And now you've got your customized balancing harmonics to bring those emotions in balance, because emotions are driving physiology. But that leads me to my favorite aspect of the scanner is mind sync, because emotions, even though inner voice is the foundation of this technology, because we know when emotions are out of balance, body's not going to heal. They drive our relationships, our finances, our decisions, our health. They drive everything. But where do emotions come from? They come from the messages you tell yourself. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. We have so much power right here, and the ability of the tongue to give life or take life. Well, controlling that tongue, how do you control your tongue? By biting it? No, by changing what you're telling yourself. How you respond to things, how you react to things are a direct correlation of what you're telling yourself. That's it. All of us on this call right now could go through a really tragic situation, and it's going to affect each one of us very differently. Maybe some of you similarly, but we're going to have a completely different experience with that same experience that happens because of what we're telling ourselves about it. For some people, it's gloom and doom and, oh my gosh, the world's ending. This is the worst thing that could ever happen. And then you've got other people that, okay, what's the lesson in this? Because we know nothing is by chance and there's always a reason for everything that happens. What am I needing to get out of this? So it all starts right here. Lauren launched MindSync, and you can actually find our video on the Solex Global website. I was over the moon because I started using MindSync and it completely changed my life. Now, I've got a lot of people that I have interviewed in our team that have had profound experiences just with inner voice. I mean, seriously releasing suicidal depression with one listening to their custom balancing harmonics. That blows my mind. Now, for me, I didn't have significant life-changing things listening to inner voice. I do feel it shift me when I'm feeling off balance and I need to get back on balance. But when we started doing Mind Sync, I literally felt every cell in my body responding to my voice, speaking the truth about who I am and what I am. Now, if you don't know my background, I have a long history of abuse and trauma, domestic violence that almost killed me 7 years ago. It's just been a lot of stuff. And I had the choice. Am I a victim here? Am I going to lay and waller about it? Or am I going to be a victor? And I chose victor. And I praise God for that every single day. So even though I've done a lot of healing in my journey and recovering from the stuff I've been through, when I started doing Mind Sync, it really blew my mind that a lot of these affirmations that are pre-programmed into your drop list, you can just read them like a cue card, but you're recording your own voice. Now, listening to positive affirmations can be very helpful, but I'm going to tell you it's a complete game changer when you listen to your own voice, because our bodies recognize three voices: God, our mama, and our own. So when I started recording these, first of all, when I started speaking them, it surprised me that I had a hard time getting some of these words out. And these were things that I knew in my conscious brain: I am worthy. I do deserve health and happiness. I deserve abundance. But some of the messages were still in my programming from a lifetime of programming. Even it starts before you're even born. I felt that conflict when I would speak something about maybe I am beautiful, or I am worthy of this. And I would get choked up and tear, actually. And I thought that was really surprising, but it really impacted me on how powerful these subconscious messages are. They are driving our entire lives. And I can tell you that the only limit you have is in your own mind. Nobody was born with special gifts. Okay, maybe, to a degree, but we are all capable of greatness. And the only reason we're not accomplishing that is right here. You start shifting this and you will start accomplishing anything it is that you desire. So I started doing my Mind Sync. At the time I was bodybuilding. This was just last year. I had a goal for me to be fit and fabulous at 55, because I had an original goal at 50, and domestic violence took me out for years. So I didn't get that, but I did make it happen at 55. So during the bodybuilding, I loved what I was doing. It was exciting. It was invigorating. But I would get frustrated that I couldn't do more, because I'm an overachiever and I believe that there are no limits. And so when I started listening to that Mind Sync, literally I started hitting new personal highs every single day. And my trainer was blown away. I'm one of the oldest people in the gym, and I'm doing more than people not quite half my age, but a couple of decades younger than me. Mind blowing. And so I shared that with Lauren as well, because the limiting beliefs, you're only limited by your own thoughts. So Mind Sync to me should be a basic for everybody, regardless of who you are, where you've come from, what is going on in your life. Change the stinking thinking, and it will change everything in your world.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Sheila. Incredible information. I hope everybody was writing notes. Willie, if you could mute yourself, that would be wonderful. I don't have the capability of muting. Now, I guess the next question, it's a very powerful question, because I know what we just learned from you is incredible, is where do you see the future of Solex as a consumer side of things? And also, where do you see the future of the company? Like, you've been here for 2.5 years. You've got to know Lauren. You're good friends. You've trained corporately with the team at corporate head office. I'm excited to learn some more from you. And share your thoughts of where the direction of Solex is going to be in the next 5-10 years down the road.
Well, my will is that we are global, because half of my team is international. Now, small, young companies, it is it's challenging. Growth is challenging. And so when you're thinking about staying in your own country and your own lane where you know all the rules and everything's easy, it's a little intimidating when you start reaching out to unfamiliar territories. But I've been working with Solex for the last year, helping to make things better for our Europeans, for the Canadians. We've gotten a lot of things made better for the Canadians for shipping and the problems that we were experiencing so that everyone can build a business of a lifetime. The compensation plan at Solex is mind-blowing. I've been with a lot of companies and I have never seen someone with such deep gratitude to me for sharing what they have. And I'm grateful for that. It's a side effect, actually, of having a heart to empower other people, because that's all we're doing here is we have a mission to empower every single household. You don't have to be a practitioner. You don't have to overcomplicate it. In fact, it drives me crazy when people want to know all these little details and how do you do this and what does this mean? And it's like, I don't even have time to get way down in that, because there's a world out there that needs this, and they need to be able to just hit scan and optimize. And if I'm weighed down in all of these details that don't matter, I can't help more people. And I am, my passion is to find people who feel like I do, because we know this world needs what we've got. We know they need help. There is not help out there. Not everybody has access to it. And I've got some amazing Canadian teams where I've learned some things about Canada that I didn't know about, all the remote locations and how difficult it is for them to even get medical care. Well, what if we can give them something where they don't have to worry about that? I just heard a story the other day about the lack of dental care, and it blew my mind. And I know our healthcare system has fallen apart in the US as well. I haven't had insurance here in over 30 years because what good is it when I go there and they say, well, I don't know what's wrong with you. Here, take some drugs or have a surgery. I'm sorry, that's not a good answer. When my back was broken and I was told I needed a surgery that would have laid me out for 6 months, I refused to accept that. And God showed me how to rehabilitate myself naturally and safely so I can live a much better life now than if I'd gone through with that surgery. So we have something that everybody needs. Everybody can afford this. Everybody. If somebody wants to use the price of $149 a month, I have to really be taken back and say, let's take a look at your spending habits. Where are you spending money? Because it's there. You're choosing what is a priority for you. If your health is a priority, or how about your own empowerment? For me, that's the number one thing, is being self-empowered. That takes precedence over everything else. And it isn't just for me, it's for my entire family, all of our pets, for my neighbors, for my friends, people overseas. I mean, so many of you on this call and many of the people in our teams, that's one thing that sets this team apart, is I hear stories every Wednesday night on our Wow Wednesday call about somebody heard that somebody was going through this thing. They instantly got in their scanner, put them in there, and they started going to work, and they had results, and they got people's attention. And to me, this is servanthood. We are serving humanity. It's going to make me cry because I know that's the heart of Lauren as well. And he pays us so well to help people, because he's not interested in doing this for his own fame and fortune. He's already set financially. He doesn't care about the money. It's about empowering people. And so the fact that, people don't heal when they're financially stressed, you know that, right? Financial stress is one of the biggest killers and the biggest cause of disease. We do not have to be financially strained. Start having a heart to empower other people, and you will be rewarded not only with all of the blessings of what that does for your soul, but also the financial rewards now that you're not under financial strains that are keeping you sick. They may even be causing relationship issues. So we don't have to live that way. God did not put us here to survive. He put us here to thrive. And so we are getting ready to host potentially our very first live European Day of Discovery. I'm so excited. I think we're down to maybe, 14 or 15 tickets that we have to sell by the end of this month. And my Europeans are pushing hard because we really want to hold this event, because this is what I envision, where, initially Kai's like, Sheila, why can't you just focus on the United States? I'm like, dude, the whole world needs this. How can we keep this to ourselves? We have to step it up and figure out how we're going to overcome all of these challenges, because the whole world needs this. So that is my vision and passion. And I absolutely believe that it's Lauren's as well. and it's working through the hiccups of how we make that happen. But it also takes people being persistency, and having a heart for humanity. So I'm sorry, just whew.
Amazing. I'm crying with you, sister. Like, you have no idea. This has been my vision as well, is, instead of waiting for someone else to make something happen, let's just go out and start helping and embracing every human out there. And I will tell you, I kept it simple. I didn't know everything. I haven't even had a chance to get through the basic training of the Solex University modules. I just started scanning people, and I brought 5 people within the first week, and I have many more people. I had to step back because we kept on realizing every time I enrolled someone as a QLA, I realized, oh my goodness, this company has this. Oh my goodness, this company has this. It's more than just the scanner. It's everything all in one. It's mind blowing. With that being said, keep it simple. We will have some basic training here, getting started training at the end. But I know that also, for all of you guys to be listening, I hope you're writing down the questions, because we're going to have a little bit of Q&A at the very end for you guys to ask questions to Dr. Sheila and our amazing Patricia and Jillian as well. But with that, Dr. Sheila, I want to thank you for coming on today and sharing your story, sharing your vision, where Solex was when you started to where it's now and where it's going in the future. I can't wait. 2 weeks away here, we have the virtual day of discovery event. I know we have UK here on. We have Willie, I believe he's from the UK. So definitely, if you have not got that ticket, definitely connect with Callie or Killian or Patricia or myself. We'll get you there to be there in person. I know the company has in live a day of discovery event in September. So I can't wait to be there. Like, I've watched some of the videos. I've been to a lot of conferences, guys, in the years that I've been building organizations. Things take a lot to excite me. And the energy of learning and being on these weekly calls, your testimonial call, Dr. Sheila, I appreciate, I haven't went on there and share testimonials, but I sit and I plug in and I listen to the stories, and there's so much information. I love that you keep your program to 30 minutes for that call. It's quick. We jump over to the corporate call. It's about opening up your daily planner and scheduling your life, because we need to get this out to everybody, every household. With that, I would love, Dr. Sheila, if you can share, you can introduce this next amazing lady, human that has such a passion to help people. I know you've been working with her for a very long time, and I'll let you take the floor.
Thank you so much, Erin. I also want to let you know that we've been recording those Wow Wednesday testimonial calls every week for over 2 years. This is our 3rd year. We started January of 23, but I created a team YouTube channel. It's Wow Wellness with Solex. You can go on there anytime and pull up replays. I'm trying to get better about making notes about what kind of topics came up during that call. I'm not great at it, but we are working on that. But that's available for your own personal use or to share with friends, family, those that you want to inspire and get them understanding how this can benefit them. And I just, another thing that I love about this company is we are attracting our vibration, and the people that are coming into the company and especially into our organization. I'm so grateful, because everyone I have connected with has just been so lovely and such a blessing to my soul. And Patricia's one of those ladies. She's just a classy, amazing human. And I'm so grateful for the time that I get to spend with her. Not always as much as I would like to, because my calendar is pretty busy, but Patricia she's reached so many people and brought in such an amazing group of people that we are building something powerful here. And I'm just so grateful that I get to be a part of that. And I love that you guys, I just feel honored and blessed that you even invite me here to be with you. So thank you, Patricia. We are looking forward to hearing from you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Sheila. And do you know what I call Dr. Sheila? I call her the cancer killer. The reason why is because she loves killing cancer. I love it. I love it. And actually, I'm going to change the trajectory of this call because we have Dr. Sheila on and we're going to do Q&A. We're going to do training as well. And I would like to do the Q&A first. So that way, Dr. Sheila, you don't have to hang with us through the training if you like. So if that's okay with you, Erin, are we good to go with that?
Sure.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I just want to open it up for anybody that has any questions for Dr. Sheila. Feel free to either drop it in the chat, unmute yourself, and go ahead and ask.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question that has come up for me for sure. And and it came up in conversation a couple of times, but it's how do you, Dr. Sheila, how do you present this being, a pastor, the spiritual aspect of it, because we're dealing with, I guess the new age has come up and, what are we tapping into and what does this look like scripturally? And so people don't really have that fear, around sharing or presenting. I'd just like to know, like for myself, I'm comfortable with it and I understand the quantum science and how it's now catching up to the Bible. But just like, how do you, if you're approached by anybody or, if you have in the past or you do now, how do you respond to that?
I love that question. At first, I got really tired of it because it did come up quite a bit from Christians, and it just shocked me because I couldn't understand where they were coming from. But it is quite a question. And years ago, I might have had that same question. So there's a couple of different ways. First of all, remembering not everybody's ready. Remembering that it isn't even up to us, just like planting seeds. What happens with that is it's not our business. Our job is to get the information out there. Now, if you have someone that's just constantly wearing you out with questions and skeptical, they're not ready. And they may not even be called to this. And that's okay, because there's a whole world out there that is looking, and we have to keep our energy and our attention on that. So there is a big scientific breakdown that's in our Facebook group, our team Facebook group, Wow Wellness Quantum Living Advocates, that I posted. I personally believe in keeping everything simple. I can't talk over people's head or they think they can't do it. So if I talk like a doctor with big words and all that, how can anybody else duplicate that? So for me, it took me back to the very beginning of time where Albert Einstein, when we do our scanner presentations, we talk about Albert Einstein said that the future of medicine will be the medicine of frequency. Well, I honestly don't believe that. I believe that that was the very beginning of time because our creator spoke everything into existence with the vibration of his voice. He didn't snap a finger. He didn't use a magic wand. He spoke everything. It was the vibration of his voice that created everything. And how many times in the Bible does he tell us this is not a physical world? What we see, this one-dimensional, three-dimensional, this is a spiritual world. Everything around us has frequency. Every organ has its own frequency. Our energy centers, which some people get offended about the word chakra, just because that word comes from a different religious group, that doesn't make it bad. And it doesn't mean that we're doing anything bad or worshiping the devil. It is a different culture that has that word to refer to the same thing that I call energy centers. And guess what? Every one of those energy centers, the frequency of those correlate with the colors of the rainbow. So think about that. Look at that vibration color that's, in this space here. That correlates with the color in the rainbow, and it's the same order. So isn't that creation? Does that not come from our creator? It intelligently designed from the very beginning. So there isn't anything woo-woo or new age. This is the very beginning. This is ancient age given by our Father. And when you pray for someone, what are you doing? You're sending frequencies to someone, vibrations. Now there's, yeah, this is a good one. If you got road rage, which I'm guilty of, Dad knocks me on the head all the time because I might get upset. Well, what is happening when you spew that anger at someone? You've just cursed them. That took me a while to wrap my head around. And that is a frequency that you are sending someone to cause them harm. Did you actually sit there and think about, I'm going to hurt you? No, not really. But what is the frequency of that energy that you're putting out there? And it's being directed at someone. You're cursing them. You're causing harm. When you're praying for them, you're sending them life. And that's all we're doing with the scanner. And Lauren will say, there's going to come a day where you're going to be awake enough to realize you don't need this scanner because God has already given us all of this capability in here. And he's told us in the Bible so many times, but we've been taken away from the truth and we don't understand what he's saying.
I really like that. Thank you. Ancient age is like the ancient, however you put that, ancient age is not new age. I like.
How do you explain the stories that I've heard so many times in these, like, these islands and these village people that don't have technology, they don't have books, they don't have education systems, they don't have anything but their bodies, right, and maybe something to sleep under, and they're fighting for food. How do you explain their ability to take their hands and put them on another human body and find out where there's an area of problem, and then instinctively go out into the jungle or wherever and know what resources to find for that individual with what's happening, whether it's a vine or a leaf or a plant? How do they know that? We know that. We've just forgotten because of technology and Western civilization. We have that within us. We've lost it. Just frequency.
Amen. That's so good. Thank you. Any other questions for Dr. Sheila while we're here? Don't be shy. No?
Everybody's being too shy.
I can't believe it.
Have fun.
Go ahead.
Dr. Sheila, what does it mean when your chakras are high on the scanner?
Anything that's high, remember, is excessive energy. Even good things can be too good sometimes. You just have excessive energy. And we want to bring that into balance. We want everything in balance. Even drinking water. You can drink too much water, and there's stories of people dying from drinking too much water, drinking it too fast, wiping out their electrolytes, and it kills them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I know we've got to have some more questions.
Absolutely. Anybody else? I'm sure we've got a lot of questions deep in here. You can't think of any right now? Well, gosh, that's okay. That's okay.
I am going to unmute just for a minute because there's lots of activity going on here and I don't want my dogs to bark. But yeah, I can't think of anything right now, but I'm just enjoying listening. I really am. Just wanted you ladies to know that.
Awesome. Thank you,
Yeah.
Faye. Good. Any questions?
Dawn has her hand up there.
Oh.
You might not be able to see it.
Oh, go ahead, Dawn.
How do you do that?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm enjoying this Zoom call so very much. My question is that I have not scanned an animal yet. I wanted to know if you have and what kind of results you saw from that.
Oh, great question. Love it. So I've lost track of how many Glam pups I have. 4 of them are pit bulls. I've personally saved my family tons of money. Even if I wasn't a practitioner, I have saved my family thousands of dollars. But as far as the pets, there's a couple of different ways you can do pets. We want to put the pet under the owner. So you take the profile of the owner, and then you go into the drop-down menu when you click the owner's profile, and you can select pets. You set up the pet. If you've got a picture, that's great. Their name, approximate weight, breed. And if your breed's not in there, just send a message to support@solexllc.com. I had to do that with my new cat that I just adopted. She's so precious. And so a birth date, it's usually just month and year. We don't always know that. I've got a lady that does tropical bird rescue, and they don't have dates for these birds, but it's all intention. So putting the information that you can about the animal. Now, our pet scans are not completely finished because the veterinarian we were working with had a couple of family tragedies all together last year before last. It's maybe been Dr. Gursky. He was amazing. And talk about the testimonials he has from his own clinic using the scanner, because they don't have anything, the information that our technology can give, just like dentists, chiropractors, oncologists, sports medicine. I can tell you that there is no technology that gives the information that AOScan can give so that you can make better treatment choices, better personal care choices. And so it's no different with vets. Veterinarians need this technology. Dentists need this technology. Physical therapists, chiropractors, they all need this. Oncologists we've got Western medicine that uses it as well. It's not just natural. So, if my son says, one of the girls is having this weird thing happening, maybe there's some blood going on, we're not really sure, she's not eating, I don't know if I need to take her to the vet. Who wants to be stuck with that question of, do I really need to take them to the vet, which is an hour away, several $100s? Who knows if they're going to know the answer, and who knows what other tests they're going to want to run? Who wants that? And when your pet is not acting well, do you want the responsibility of, well, if I don't take them, what if it's really bad? Then I have to live with that. And same with my grandbabies. Who wants the responsibility? Or even my mom, when she's having horrible situations and she doesn't know if we need to go to the hospital. I don't want the responsibility of saying, no, let's not go, and then have something really bad happen. I don't have x-ray vision, but I do have a scanner now. So I can scan and say, well, let me see what I can find out. And I can say, okay, well, this is what I'm seeing. And the dog chakras really are interesting. I didn't realize they have more chakras than we do. They have more energy centers than we have. And my suspicion about my glam pup, when I ran the scan one day, I kind of had felt like she wasn't being heard. And my son and his wife had a different idea about her just being stubborn. I didn't feel that way. And I run the scan and the chakras come up out of balance, and I'll be darned, the presentation of what she had correlated with not feeling heard and that frustration. And I could feel it. Because we both connect. We're connected. And so I could tell him the things that came up. There were some things going on with the digestive tract, and I could ask questions about, what did she eat today? Come to find out, she had eaten something while they were on a walk that probably wasn't good for her and was causing some problems. It didn't look like an emergency that needed veterinarian care. It looked like something we could take care of ourselves. And how did I know that? Because I was able to scan and get information that I wouldn't have otherwise. Otherwise, he's got to take off a whole day's work, travel, lose a day's pay, and now have a big pet bill only to say, well, we don't really know, but try this. So, and you can run supportive frequencies to them. I'm going to build a playlist, and I'm going to broadcast to her, and here's some things you can do for her. And there we go. And now we've got it turned around. And the only way we can do that is by running the scan and getting the information. Isn't that empowering?
100%. So empowering. I love it. Love it. Do we have any other questions or concerns that you'd like to bring up? No? No one?
I could talk all day, all week, all year.
Well, it's just such an incredible topic, of course, and the results are just so outstanding. Yes. So, Dr. Sheila, thank you so much for your time and energy, and you're more than welcome to hang with us, of course, but I know how busy you are, and if you need to jump off, by all means, we just respect and honor you and appreciate your time. That's for sure, 100%. So,
thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. So if nobody has any other questions, we'll carry on. All right.
Yeah, I do want to say thank you, Sheila.
Yes, thank you.
I know I didn't say much today, but I really took a lot of notes, and it was just very good. And I got to be honest here, was it doing here? I was listening at the same time as doing a vitals. Hopefully that was the right one to do. But our dog, Maddie, I hope that TV's not too loud in the background. Maddie is 12. She'll be 13 in July, chocolate lab. And I've had so many dogs in my life, and I still have and always will to the day I'm gone. And then they'll all come to greet me. But yeah, she was acting a little off today. So I'm keeping an eye on her because I have my sister's standard poodle here visiting right now. Well, she's in Mexico, which is her big baby. But she plays with my 16-month-old French bulldog. And the reason I'm telling you all this part is because it was very strange. Like just all morning, Maddie was like, we know she's getting old. She's getting lumps on her and all that. She's eating. She's having the quality of life still, but we keep an eye, right? But today she was just acting a little different, and I was picking up on that. And they would start to play, and then she would bark at them. I'm looking, is there food out on the counter? Because sometimes she'll let me know there's something there. I went through everything, and I went, no. So and then she would disappear off the couch, which is her favorite spot. And she went into the bedroom on her dog bed. And it's been like that all morning. So while I was listening to you guys, taking my notes and using my left hand for the scanner, I just wanted to share with you that I'm gonna send it to Patricia because we don't want to waste everybody's time on here. But maybe I'll let you guys all know, or Patricia and Sheila anyways, how that turns out, just for training purposes. Because I know I'm seeing something off the top here is just, it's really like under, is it okay to just briefly talk about this for a minute?
Yeah, you bet. We'll give you a couple more minutes. Yeah.
I'll just, because I know Patricia can help me later. Where was it? Osteoporosis is showing here, like at a 9, and I don't know. There was just some really like interesting red flags, I guess I might call it. So I guess instead of going through all that and using up your guys' time, Patricia is really good at training me and letting me know, and I'm coming along slowly. But with the dogs, with the pets like that, an old dog, what are some signs on those scans that you would specifically look for? What are some that you would specifically look for, and might be some red flags for an old girl like that?
I'm not typically running scans to look for things or signs. I look at anything that starts 1 or 9 and stays 1 or 9 to give me clues as to why they're experiencing what they're experiencing.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So you're just putting the pieces together with what's showing up as priority and matching it with what you know about the situation, and then optimize. So another thing too, if you're dealing with a pet that maybe you want to do a little more than what is already built out for the pets, you can enter them as a human with the human profile so that you can run more scans or different kinds of optimizations like body system or comprehensive. Sometimes, if you're dealing with a situation where they need a little more support, I would love to offer them the balancing of vitals and of comprehensive. I know a lot of people have their pets listen to their balancing harmonics. They run the inner voice on them and they report back phenomenal results. I personally have not worked with pets. I'm only, for my family, if something's come up and we need to know if we're going to the vet or not. So I don't do a daily work with pets, but I know a lot of people that do. Okay. So those are some other options. And inner voice
inner voice, balancing hormones, which Patricia has told me about. But obviously them really listening to the balancing hormone.
Just play it. Yeah.
Okay. Then that's what I'm going to do today for her. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Great question. Thanks, Faye. Okay. All right. Any other questions or concerns? No, we're good to go. All right. Thank you, Dr. Sheila. I appreciate you so much.
Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you for the honor of this. And I do need to fly. I've got another appointment, but it has been
Yes.
amazing to be with you all today. And I
Thank
look
you,
forward to
Dr.
seeing you again.
Yes.
I look forward to
Awesome.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Ciao,
Bye.
Thank
ciao.
you.
Love her, the cancer killer. Boy, oh boy, I can't wait to hear some of her testimonials about cancer. So just briefly, who I am, my name's Patricia Canetta, and I'm from the Vancouver area in BC. And just a little bit of my background. I'm a hairstylist by trade, master color technician, was regional trainer for a major color line in my province when I wanted more in my life. So I started my own direct sales company and I imported from China, drop shipped across Canada and the United States and was killing it when I was introduced to network marketing. I had been a customer to network marketing products for a long time because I'm a nutraceutical junkie. I've always been on the quest for health, raised by a woman who made me drink cod liver oil and orange juice and wrapped wool socks around my neck with mustard oil. And she was a nurse, but anti-meds. And so I was a nutraceutical junkie when somebody came along and introduced me to a network marketing company with one product. And I accidentally told a few people and hit the top of the pay plan within a year, held that position for another 6.5 years. And the company started to shift. So I left that company, went and launched another company in Canada, actually launched a few and went global with technology and sat on boards and helped design comp plans. And you know what, it became very disingenuous to me because I was the one making the money and nobody else was. And so for me, that was a real tough one. So I left network marketing in the nutraceutical aspect and I went into the market. I'm a fan of money. I love it. And so I wanted to learn how to trade, and I got involved in the crypto space where I spent 6 years as a global presenter for multiple companies. And I built teams globally all over the world. But again, I got tired. I got tired of the rug pulls and the 404s and watching people dump in their life savings to be able to, to have things happen. And pardon me, in 4 years ago, I was handed our grandchildren, a 1-year-old and a brand new baby. And my husband and I have spent the last 4 years raising our grandchildren. And we have 2 businesses. Life is crazy. We're on our own, no family support. And I tell you, it was a real tough haul. It's been tough, but the biggest blessing of all is, of course, my grandkids and the stability that we've been able to create in their lives. And excuse if you can hear them upstairs hooting and hollering because they're having a good time. But my very good friend, Jillian Drader, she brought frequencies to me, and I've worked with infrared, I've worked with other frequencies, but she excitedly told me about a system that I could speak into, and it would scan me through 550,000 different things. And it intrigued me. The reason why it intrigued me was because at that time, my 4-year-old grandson was starting to get a little wild and he was getting aggressive. His attitude was out. And I knew that I had to bring him to a naturopathic doctor. I've been a fan of naturopathic doctors all of my adult years. And I knew it was going to cost me $600 plus, plus, plus. So when Jillian came to me and said, I've got this system for 149 US dollars, I thought, sign me up. Sign me up. I'm going to give it a go. If it works, great. If not, there's no commitment. Not a big deal. And how much money would it have saved me? So I signed up. Oh, that's okay. I signed up, I got the product, and I quickly went to work with it. And lo and behold, within 3 days, I had my grandson off his meds, off his puffers, and the boy became my angel again. And I was sold. I thought, okay, I'm going to have it. I'm going to use it. And I started to scan my family and friends. And the testimonials came in leaps and bounds. But I'm going to tell you where it really took a turn for me was in September, I had a fall. And I use my scanner for a learning curve on everything. If I'm upset, I'm going to scan. I'm going to use it as an educational tool. If I fall, I'm going to scan. I'm going to use it as an educational tool. Well, lo and behold, I discovered all the areas where I hurt myself, and indeed it showed up. And it went further than that, but I won't get into detail because of the time allotment here. But at that point, I thought, I really have to get out and share this with other people. Because as we know, our hospitals are jam-packed. People are sitting for hours before they get help. Just as Dr. Sheila shared, we need to get this in every single home, into every hand, for animals, for people, for spaces. And I do want to share one testimonial that I have that has been absolutely remarkable, is with the foot detox. Now, most of you have heard my story, but I'm going to share it again. I was in a car accident years ago that left me injured, and I had multiple surgeries on my ankle. They removed the tendon and ligament out of my ankle, so my foot rolled to the right. My whole right side was off, and I tell you, I lumbered when I walked. I had to walk with a cane. I had to wear ugly shoes. I had to wear orthotics, and it was awful, awful. I got the foot detox, and the reason why is because Dr. Sheila shared with me that it is a cancer killer. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer, gone. Lymphatic cancer, or no, leukemia, stage 4, gone. And so for me, I'm a 3-time cancer survivor. I may have a little something going on, and I thought, okay, I'm just going to buy that darn foot detox. Well, I used it. I used it for 3 days. Totally wrong. I didn't even turn the frequencies on. 4th day, I turned on the frequencies. Do you know what happened? I got out of that foot bath, and it's a plate. There's no water associated to it. I got out of that foot bath. I set my feet on the ground, and where my soles could not touch the sole of my feet, they touched. I was like, what? Number two, the second time I used it correctly, I could feel that power going into my Achilles tendon. And when I got off, do you know what I did? I stood on my tiptoes. The first time in 12 years that I could literally stand on my tiptoes with period. And normally I fall over to the right because my balance is all off. Third time's a charm. I no longer my shoes, my ugly shoes with my orthotics, because the shape of my foot was changing. And so the third time I thought, what am I going to do? I'm going to Italy. I have no shoes. I can't bring my orthotics. So I had kept a pair of boots for 12 years in hopes that maybe one day I'd be able to wear them. They only have a 1/2-inch heel. You know what? I pulled them out. I put them on, and I walked. I walked with no problem without falling to the right. I was like, are you kidding me? This is incredible. So you know what I did? I called head office. I said, can I use this in Italy? They said, absolutely. I packed it up. I took it with me. But you know what I did? I blew it. I blew it. And but I still used the frequencies on it, but I blew the part where it puts you into hypothermia. This puts you into hypothermia, increases your body temperature by 1.5 degrees. By the end of my trip, I was running past my fit, healthy husband, kept keeping up to my young daughter, and I can't believe the physical resilience that I have now. And the only way, my only other option for any healing, except through the Lord, was to go to Mount Sinai and pay $100,000 to be able to have my foot operated on. So this has saved my whole body. It has changed the trajectory of my life, and it has saved me thousands of dollars. So I'm a little fired up about this, and I'm so excited to have you here, and because we have to get it out to the world. So my role today is to share with you the comp plan. So how many here believe that this could be a potential for an income earning business? Put your hand up. Yes, that's right. Absolutely. And my goal is to show you how you're going to get paid. And because without being paid, what have we got? So I'm going to, oh, shoot. Because I'm not host, and because we have no host, I cannot share my screen with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share in your back office under business tools, you will find a PDF file on the comp plan. Now, this comp plan, and there's a summary of it, which is very short and very sweet. So that's what I would like you to look at when you have time. But this comp plan is one of the wealthiest comp plans that I've seen. And like I said, I've designed comp plans. So this one here is beautiful, beautiful. We have 4 different ways to get paid, and we've got hold on just a minute. Let me just pull this up in mine. We have, of course, the liftoff bonus. Now, the liftoff bonus is what I call your job money. This is similar to a fast start bonus. This is where the company rewards you for taking time out of your life to share it with others. And that is a beautiful, beautiful bonus, which I'll go into. We have the direct bonus, and we have the rank advancement bonus, the monthly rank bonus. The company is very, very, very generous. They have a pool bonus and accelerator, plus, of course, the retail bonus. So the company in your back office, there's also, yes, that's right. That's right, Penny. There's videos that you can go through. So, but the PDF you can print off. So if ever you're stressed out or anxious about what you're doing, you can just refer to it and it's all there. So let's talk about your job money. That is the, I call it fast start bonus. They call it a liftoff bonus. Now, every single time that you sign up a customer or a QLA, you receive 65% big commissions on the points. Now, there's a point value assigned to every product, and the company has so many. They have bundles, they have products, etc. Now, for example, with the subscription, it is 112 points. On that, when you first sign somebody up, you earn 76 Canadian dollars. I don't know what that is in pounds, Willie. My apologies, I would have converted it. I think it's about 67 pounds that you earn in, and that is your first one. Now, they also have a headset that they recommend, and that headset has a cost value of $236. But do you know how many points are assigned to that? 200. It's the largest point value in the plan. So if you sign somebody up with a with the subscription and a headset, that is going to bring you in on your first month over 250 Canadian dollars. Willie, sorry, I don't have the pound conversion there. $250. So that's going to cover your cost for a month. And I highly recommend that you take a look at that. And so every time you enroll the QLA, you earn upfront commissions. Now, our goal is for you all to sign up your 3 QLAs. And in order to earn this commission, you guys, you have to have 100 points going through your office. Subscription is 112. You can order whatever you want. So our goal is to help you get your 3 QLAs as fast as possible, but there's no timeline. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. When I signed up, it was for me. It was for me and my family, and that was it. Now I'm going to talk to you about the power of duplication. So the next, the points, yes, 100 points, Penny. In order to be a qualified QLA, you have to have 100 points going through your office every month. Now, the subscription is 112 points. And I don't know any of you, but I sure am not going to give up my subscription. There you go. Jillian, thank you. So on the two, subscription and headset, Willie, it's almost 140 pounds. 140 pounds. Covers your cost. I love it. All right. So let's go into the next commission that we earn, which is the direct bonus. Now, once you've been active and your QLAs stay active or customers stay active, you earn 45% on the point system. Again, this is really a beautiful, beautiful comp plan because I know of no other comp plan that pays 45%. So 45% on a subscription is $50.70. So 3 of them will cover the cost of your subscription. Again, that's our goal, is to help you get your 3 and you can have it for free. And so what that means is the company does not pay your subscription, but they have this beautiful portal called Pay Quicker, and they deposit our earnings into Pay Quicker. You can order a hard debit card, Visa card, or you can use it online. Now you can set up your account and you can put in that information into your account, so that cost of your subscription is going to come right from the Pay Quicker account, and you don't even notice it within your own finances. How beautiful is that? So as your team grows, you are going to earn 45% on your QLAs. And this duplication becomes key, because when you help your team succeed, you are going to succeed as well. And this is where the beautiful aspect of residual income comes into play. And that's what we're all looking for, is earning money while we're sleeping. Am I right, or am I right? Yeah, you got it. So again, I'm going to reiterate, our goal is to help you find your first 3, get it for free. There's no urgency into it, except the urgency that you put into it. Now, we talk about the rank bonuses. Guys, this is really, really cool. You're going to have to look into your back office so you can see the rank bonuses, but you can hit the first rank of bronze right away by sharing it with 3 people. Now, when you hit the rank of bronze, the company actually deposits into your account every time you hit bronze, 25 bucks. 25 bucks. If you hit bronze within 3 times within a 6-month period, the company is going to give you another 50 bucks. So it doesn't have to be 3 consecutive months. It can be any time within that 6-month period. Now, the second rank is silver, which you need 6 QLAs. By the way, in order to rank up, you need QLAs. Customers don't add into the rank ups. But the beauty of ranking is it's not only for recognition, but it literally unlocks more money. And we're all here, we all need money to make the world go round, right? So silver is 6 active QLAs. You will earn an additional $50 a month. If you hit that 3 times over 6 months, the company is going to give you another 100 bucks. The next rank is gold. Gold, you have to have 9 QLAs, but you have to have 1 silver. So we need to help our team build. You need 1 silver. How much money are you going to earn extra a month? 100 bucks. That's $1,200 US a year. And when you hit it 3 times within 6 months, they're going to give you another $200 in your pocket. Then the next one is platinum. Platinum, you need 12 front lines and you need 1 gold. So you need 1 runner who's going to run to gold. The company is going to pay you an additional 200 bucks, $2,400 US a year. What would that do for you? And you hit it 3 times within 6 months, the company is going to give you a bonus of $400. Now we're coming to the sweets, our platinum. Oh, no, I said platinum. We come into the sweet spot. Now, this is what they call the sweet spot in the comp plan is pearl. And pearl, you need 25 front lines. You need 2 platinums. So those 2 platinums have 12. The company is going to pay you an additional $500 a month and a bonus. Get this bonus, guys. You hit it 3 times within 6 months. The company is going to give you 2,000 US dollars. Imagine what that will do for you. And it goes on. So pearl is a sweet spot. Then it goes into sapphire and ruby and emerald and diamond. But I won't get into all that. But what the company, and so my goal is for all of us to help to be active in our team with our team success by doing calls, answer questions, and literally lead by example. Now, besides commissions, the company has exclusive incentive trips, cash bonuses, and luxury rewards. Now, customers apply to winning those. So I really want to encourage you to stay consistent and plugged in into the YouTube, which is Solex LLC. You want to go to YouTube and subscribe to Solex LLC and make sure you hit that button, the bell, so you receive all of the updates, which are every Wednesday night. And they have training on those calls. And it's just incredible. And so I really want to encourage you to set your sights on earning an incentive. Now, one more thing is they have a pool bonus and accelerator. Now, this is really, really cool because what the company does, it's like what Dr. Sheila said. It's not about money for Lauren. It's about helping the community financially with their health, everything. And what he's done is after he created a pool where revenues are received and the company after they pay out, they take 42% revenue before shipping and tax, and they give it to us starting as a QLA. They give us bonus shares. So a QLA earns 0.25% of 1 share. A bronze earns 0.5%, and a silver, one whole share. A gold is 1.5, platinum's 2, pearl is 2.5, and up it goes. So the company is extremely generous with their comp plan. And then, of course, we have retail bonuses as well. And so when you bring on a customer, you earn that 65% on their first purchase, as well as the 45% on anything that they purchase. And by the way, what I do when I bring on a QLA or a customer, I'll actually, after I scan them, I'll walk them through everything that their scanner recommends that they need, and I set up their cart. Now, typically, people want help, and it's up to them what they buy. And so it's been very lucrative, let me tell you. So I want you to take a look at where you are today and make a plan. Make a plan, set a goal over the next 30 days. And do you need help bringing on people? What about ranking up? But our goal is to help you hit your goal. And so Jillian and I are here to help you. We've got Kelly and Aaron, and we are literally here to help you 100%. So without further ado, I get to bring on my very good bestie of the mesty, my Jillian. And Jillian and I, we have been friends for a long time. We've worked together. We've cried together. We've stayed connected over a lot of years. And Jillian is a true inspiration to me. Not only is she an inspiration to myself, but others around her. And she is here for the good of the community, to inspire us and to lead us. And in her world. She is a registered therapist, renowned in her own industry. And I have to say, it's just a privilege and an honor to introduce Jillian to you. I love you, Jillian, and I thank you for all that you do in my life. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Jillian.
Thank you, Patricia. That's so beautiful. I just love you to bits. And thank you for this time. And I know we're kind of getting close to a bit of a that when we said we would be done, so I'll try to keep this concise. And but I do really want to speak to us today about mindset. And I shared a little testimonial earlier, and it would take too much time to share my own personal journey with Solex, as much as I'd love to do that maybe next time. Suffice it to say that Solex is really turning my health on its head. I'm on a cancer journey myself, and it is definitely the frequencies and this beautiful, beautiful system, after looking at many, not just the technology, but the business opportunity. And so you did a beautiful job of seeing the potential there, Patricia. But I've definitely seen huge improvements. Really brief little kind of reflection, even just this week. I don't even know if I had a chance to tell you this yet, Patricia, but I've been on some new regimes around my cancer journey, and a little bit of a blip that happened a while ago. And I've been working much more intensely with all of our technology, been working very closely with Dr. Darryl, as well as Dr. Sheila. And I just had some blood work results this last week, and my oncologist tells me that my blood work at the moment is better than it's been in 2 years. So I know that the only thing different is that I've been intensely working with what we have our hands on. And so I personally am beyond excited to be part of this, and just know that it's, as you've been hearing and are experiencing yourselves, I'm sure it's making a massive difference, and we need it for the world. But I wonder, as you were hearing Patricia share about the comp plan and all the ways to earn money and setting goals, if any of us were feeling like, oh, but I can't do that. I don't know where to start. I'm not good enough. What if I fail? What if people judge me? I think that when we step into this arena of building a business, building residual income, building our futures, it's the greatest opportunity to face our deepest, also programmed paradigms and beliefs that we ever really can have. All our issues around money, all our fears about becoming more than we are, all the limiting beliefs that we've often held since we were little people, all come screaming to the surface. And so this is such a beautiful space, if we choose to see it that way and not give in to those loud voices that we all do at times, to take advantage, first of all, of team. I would say, even to right off the top, get yourself an accountability buddy. Get yourself somebody that you're really plugging in with, that you can sort of support each other along with the leadership you have here. Like Patricia was saying, there's myself and Patricia, and you've got Callie and Aaron, and there's lots of people, but it's the day-to-day grind. It's that when you get up in the morning and you know that you have a goal of, maybe calling 5 people that day, and everything in you is finding 1,400 other things you could be doing instead of that. That's when we need to be able to check in. I know I have my accountability partners, and Patricia and I are checking in all the time. But I want to just give you like a few sort of little takeaways for today. And I think there's a great quote from Henry Ford that says, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So what we believe is what will manifest itself in our lives. And so our mindset, the tools and all the quick start information is so important. And I know that, and Aaron has some things, and hopefully we'll get a few minutes to hear from that. But if at the end of the day, we can have all the tools and systems in the world, but if our mindset isn't being paid attention to, we're going to sabotage ourselves. We're going to find all kinds of reasons why we can't. We're going to listen to those voices. And I like to talk, sometimes I like to refer to them as terror barriers. When we get a little bit closer to expanding our way of being in the world, or who we are, we're going to hit up against terror barriers, because we're getting outside of our comfort zone, and we're getting outside of what we know and what feels safe. And in my work as a therapist, I see those limitations in so many of us, that We just can stay comfortable, and it's terrifying to make changes. It's lots of risk, but it's also such a beautiful opportunity for a whole new possibility. So you might want to ask yourself some questions as we sort of reflect quickly on this whole topic. And I'm sure we can do more longer trainings another time, but do you let your fear hold you back? Do you listen to, and it's okay to know that they're there. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We also don't want to get into beating ourselves up and shaming ourselves. It's an acknowledgement. What do I think? Do I play small because I don't want to outshine somebody else, or I'm worried about what they might think, or they're not coming along with? Sometimes we have such great intention to bring people we love along with us, and they're just not ready or open, and that's okay. But sometimes that also means letting go. And that's hard, because we need to step into our greatness. Do we focus on what we don't have, our lack, or that scarcity mentality, rather than what's possible? Can we allow ourselves to dream and actually think it's possible? Because we know about frequencies. We know that what we think and how we think and the frequency we're vibrating on is what we're going to create. So if I'm thinking out of lack and I'm thinking out of scarcity, guess what I'm going to get? Lack and scarcity. So it's a work in progress. So ask yourselves those questions. Can you have the choice? You have the power to choose. And when you catch that thought trying to say, you can't do this. Who are you thinking that you are to do this? What are you talking about? Look at so-and-so. There's so much fill in the blank more than you. We got to stop it and say, nope, I don't accept that. And that takes work. We got to start, first of all, notice that we're even doing it, because so much of our mindset and our pre-programming is subconscious. It's just there. We don't even know we're doing it till all of a sudden we're like, why am I doing this? It's not what I want to do, but here I am doing it. Why am I doing that? I know I don't want to do that, but I'm doing it. That's when we start to notice the patterns. So you want to stay away from stinking thinking, as Dr. Sheila likes to call it. Yes, I love that, Penny. Absolutely use your mind sync. Absolutely beautiful. Record some affirmations. There's some in there already. Find your own, but definitely use your mind sync to work on this mindset stuff. I'm not good enough is a big one. Or what if I fail? All those failure feelings and worries that we can have. I don't know enough, I think, can be a big one, especially in this. And Dr. Sheila said so well, keep it simple. Don't try to be an expert on frequencies before you go talking to people. I didn't have a clue about what this thing did. I just knew what was happening for people. So keep it really simple. Get the basics down. Just start doing the do. Don't try to be a doctor. You don't need to be. And that's the beauty of what we want to offer to people. It's simple. And keeping some really consistent daily habits. Have a morning routine. Our habits are what make or break, and some of the most successful people you're ever going to read about, it's their habits. It's not that they're any better than anybody or they know more or any of that. It's that they're consistent in their habits and they do them daily. So even if you're taking 5 or 10 minutes in the morning, which would be a great suggestion, what Penny's brought up, listen to your affirmations in the morning. What's your goal? As Patricia was saying, how many people do you maybe wanting to reach out to? And controlling what you're taking in as well is super important to mindset. What are you listening to? What are you taking in? Are you watching, really horrible news? Or are you listening to really sad things? And it's not that we want to walk around the world being, Pollyanna and ignoring things, but we don't want to fill ourselves with negative vibration. We need to be lifting up our own frequencies to allow our mind to see possibilities. And take action even when it's uncomfortable. Push through those terror barriers. Stretch yourself a little bit, and celebrate the small wins. Every little bit that you do that's like something you would maybe have never done before, celebrate that. And definitely mark it and continue to keep doing what you are thinking that you need to do. So I wonder if a bit of a challenge for each of us could be over the next 7 days to write out one empowering thought about yourself every morning. Read it out loud, feel it in your body. There's such an important piece around engaging with all 5 of our senses when we're doing this growth and mindset work. So, you know, I flipping it around. Some of the work that I do with my own business coach sometimes is even starting with a phrase like, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am, you know, connecting every day with 2 people about my new business, or I'm so happy and grateful today that I am seeing myself growing in my ability to be more consistent. Find something that feels like it resonates and feel what that feels like in your body, not just the thought in your head. Where how do I feel when I think about myself? Envisioning yourself as like a pearl with Solex, like put it out there. And what does that feel like in your body? And imagining what you can do with all that extra income and all the ways that you can help your friends and family. So feel it in your body, write it down, act as if it were already true. One of my dear friends that works in a, you know, a different company, and we love each other to pieces. She has this phrase now. She walks around, I'm not going to use her name, but let's say her name's Susie. Like, what would millionaire Susie be doing today? What would millionaire Penny be doing today with her day? What would millionaire Faye, what would I be doing? And you act from that place, right? Exactly, Penny. Calling into being what is not as if it is, because that's what we have the power to do. But we need to come together. We need to really believe. We need to do the work, and it's ongoing. I'm still doing it. Patricia's still doing it. Erin's still doing it. We're all doing the work. It doesn't stop because we are infinite potential. We are infinite potential. So there's no sky. The sky is not the limit. The universe is not even the limit. We can do whatever we honestly and truly set our minds to do. And so I just want to encourage you today to believe in yourselves first. Know that this is possible. You don't have to have it all figured out. You have a team around you. We want to cheer each other on. We're not here to compare with each other. We're here to celebrate with each other. I'll take your hand and take you as far along this road as I've gone, and somebody else, Dr. She's going to take mine, and we're going to like carry each other through. But we have to like as well do that inner work of who am I? What do I want? Believing that we can do it, working with all of our tools, the mind sync, the inner voice, and moving forward. And let's go change the world. We can do this. That's me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jillian.
Thank you.
If that just makes me just, I honestly feel, like I said earlier at the beginning of the call, it feels like I've restarted my journey as an entrepreneur with this company. There's so much that I reflect, like what you were just talking about, different aspects of our life, of our entrepreneurial life, of humans serving others, like Dr. Sheila talked about. Patricia, I love your training, your professionalism, who you are as a person, your story. I mean, there was parts of your story that I didn't even know, and that's what this call was all about, because we brought on so many people in this organization in a short period of time that we knew that we needed to share who we all are to bring everybody together, because there is a bigger purpose here for all of us to get this into every household. I don't know if it's inspired all of you. I know it has, because we're getting amazing questions, interaction in the Zoom chat. I know some people had to jump off because of the time zones differences. We have people from all the way from Newfoundland that jumped in and was on the call. We have people, Dawn, she's from South America, South Carolina. And of course, we have West Canada, all the way from the West Coast to Alberta, to obviously Missouri, where Dr. Sheila came in, tuned in from. This is just the beginning. And I know the biggest thing that I've learned in this industry as an entrepreneur is you can't duplicate people, but you can duplicate a system. And if anybody that doesn't know me, obviously some of you do, they're just getting to know me, but I'm a florist by trade. And we just had one of the biggest holidays, floral holidays. So I came into this company a month ago, and I said to Callie, I have 2 weeks to get this to a handful of people. And that's exactly what I did. I set a goal. I got it to, 5, 6 people. I have others that are, they're doing their due diligence. They're crossing the T's, they're dotting the I's, they're learning about it as I keep on inviting them to testimonial calls. I keep inviting them or sharing the recordings of the testimonial calls or the weekly corporate updates. The biggest thing is not to be the person that knows everything, but as long as we stick to a system to get the person out of the gate or make a decision to bring this amazing tool into their family's household, is a system. So I'm gonna try to share my screen. I've been talking to Callie offside, and she said that I should be able to share my screen. I have created a getting started training. A lot of this is come from our amazing Dr. Sheila Day. Let me see if I can share my screen, and I can. Woohoo! Awesome. So this is the first draft. I've been extremely busy this past, obviously the last 2 weeks. Valentine's is not just one day in the floral industry. It's a 10-day build up to that day. And I've been known in the industry about putting systems together because I was like what Jillian had shared, we say, oh, I can't be this person. I can't be that person. I had self-doubt, but what I learned in my personal development journey is to continue building myself. So this is the getting started training. This is the first draft. There's going to be a more clear stream draft that I will get this out to everybody for the team that's currently. Obviously, if you're a guest or you're watching this replay, this is an intro of what our getting started training. And I don't try to reinvent the wheel, but what I do is I pull all the pieces together to bring it together, to bring it out to our team so that we can help and support everybody. Is first of all, welcome to the Solex family. Dear QLA, which is dear Dawn, dear Penny, dear Teresa, dear Sharon, dear Tanya, I would like to personally welcome you to the amazing Solex family and to this amazing team and the Wow Wellness Team organization. Your decision has made you a part of our vision to positively impact and empower millions of lives around the world. Simply, we are setting the vision here with this amazing advanced AO scan technology and our generous and unique compensation plan, like Patricia was just sharing, many ways of making this opportunity. And we're so blessed with a truly once in a lifetime opportunity. We're leading a new era in self-care and self-empowerment. And every single household deserves to know about this and have this affordable, easy to use advanced technologies for themselves and their families and their pets. Every kind of practitioner, for humans or animals, must be empowered with this advanced technology that can give them information capabilities that no other technology can offer to better serve those they care for. Our team is dedicated to your success, and together we will reach our goals and your goals. The most important ways to get started is to start. Keep it simple. This is the trait of successful people. They do not wait to get started. You will find the getting started training along with our tools to get your business off to get a great start. This is now we're going to get into the steps. So first of all, once you've launched your amazing new opportunity business with Solex, you're going to want to log into your back office with the username and password that you set up when you were purchasing your first purchase and your yearly membership. So you'll want to do that, and you'll want to scroll around there. There's a great back office training that you will want to click the training tab, and you'll want to go do your back office training. I would suggest, depending if you're working full-time or part-time, you will want to do this within the first 24 hours. You want to, be committed to your business. You obviously, if you have, a schedule or whatever's going on, you just within 24 to 48 hours, you want to get that back office training. It only took me maybe a total of an hour and 30 minutes to get through the whole modules. It's quick, it's fast, it's awesome. It teaches you everything in your back office, all your tools that corporate has created, everything. And it will answer a lot of frequent asked questions that you may have to your upline sponsor. Also, you're going to use your username and password for your AO Scan app, and that's a separate website. That is where you're going to scan. Obviously, the ones that are on this call already have launched and they know where to go, but for the ones that are watching this replay, this is the website for your app. But again, you have to be launched either as a preferred customer or a QLA to be able to access this amazing technology. Step 2, once you're done your back office training, corporate has done for us so amazingly well, you're going to want to hop over to this amazing, and I know Dr. Sheila, Jillian, Patricia has talked about the Solex University. I've been part of amazing opportunities. I've never seen a corporate company that takes the time to put this together, but this Solex University is absolutely amazing. There is actually four different levels. The first level is the free basic training. I believe there's 24 modules with a quick quiz at each module. You will want to do this quick free basic training within the first week of your launch. So with that being said, if someone has been in the company for a while and they haven't done that, it's okay. Hit the reset button, get started. So you will definitely want to jump on there and do your first free basic training. That will provide you great training of each scan in your AO Scan app, which is awesome, and it will again answer a lot of questions for you. Once you are done, this is what's really cool. Once you're officially done your free basic training in the Solex University, you will get a 20% off coupon from the company for one item. But what you'll have to do is you're going to have to call corporate and place that order, and they will apply that 20% off for that. For that recognition that you've done your free basic training. Then there's phase 1, 2, and 3 courses that are amazing for to expand your knowledge. There's a different price point for each course. Again, phase 1 or phase 2 unlocks features of the scanner called database found in the comprehensive module, and you also it'll be grayed out right now, obviously, if you haven't finished phase 2, but you'll be able to access the complete basic and phase 1 and phase 2 trainings in the Solex University once you've finished phase 2. And phase 3 unlocks the complete dental and the TMJ scans and the rest of the database and the hemogenetics, which takes a lot of the work out for you, as well as the graphing training. So it's incredible what this company has done for us. I've never seen something like this. We're blessed to have incredible practitioners within the organization that corporate has recognized to be able to come in and do this training for us. And we can do it wonderfully at our home, at our leisure, in between our daily tasks, method of operation. And again, Dr. Sheila mentioned this earlier, is once you complete the phase 3, you literally have the access, as that many have paid $38,000 for this technology. Back when they first started this company, if you see the picture when it says how Solix came to be in that video, you'll see it's like the size of a office printer. That's how huge this scanner was, and it was $38,000 for a practitioner to purchase, to be able to help their clients. So again, there's some great extra powerful courses within the Solix University. Just so you're aware, this is the website right here to get to the Solix University. It's a separate website. You will want to click on that website and get started there. And again, you'll see, and then there's Dr. Daryl has Inner Voice, and I know our dear Jillian has been working with Dr. Daryl very closely. Dr. Daryl has actually been on several testimonial calls with Dr. Sheila's Wednesday calls, and he actually speaks and shares a lot of insight and testimonials as well, and it's been incredible to listen to. So there's that opportunity to do a training with him, and he goes through a full exclusive of how to read the inner voice scan and so much more in that course. And we're really good. We're really blessed. And again, this is the step 3. A lot of people ask, well, how do I get my return on investment? How do I be able to go out and be able to get our monthly auto ship for free? This is the first thing I asked Callie, how do I get my money back? Or how do I not have to pay for this another expense? Now, I'm not saying that the AO scanner is expense. We already know the value of this. I will 100% pay for it every single month. What this does is you literally have to bring in 3 QLAs to be on an active membership of 100 points. As long as it's 100 points or more, 3 of them per month will pay for your auto ship, your scanner every single month, because we make $50 when they pay their auto ship every single month. And that's so as long as they stay active on their membership, you will definitely be covered every single month. You will only have to pay once. We try to get everybody to go out and get their first 3 active QLAs within the first 30 days. That's the ultimate goal, but there's no time frame. So if you get it in your 2nd or 3rd month, that is fine. It's up to you. You know what your goal is, what your mission is. And again, preferred customers are customers. They're required to have an active auto ship to be able to definitely get the extra benefits, but they're just a customer. They're not making commissions. They're a customer that they want to set their auto ship, and they want to have access to their scanner every single month, or maybe some of the supplement products or many other products within Solix. And this is, I know many of our speakers today has talked about this. There's many important places where you need to be connected to be plugged into the system. Again, people don't duplicate, systems do. You want to make sure you're connected to the AO Scan for Wow Wellness Education and Testimonials Facebook group. This is the group of Dr. Sheila was talking about. You can add your prospects in there, your potential preferred customers, your potential QLAs in there, and tag a message. Go through there if there's certain testimonials or questions people are asking. Tag a message. Use this as a tool. Use third-party validation. Don't be the know-it-all. You're just the messenger of the message. Again, once that person has joined the Solix family, you want to add them to the Wow Wellness Quantum Living Advocates Facebook group. This is the active QLAs. This is Dr. Sheila's organization. You want to go in there and you want to add them, and they can interact with amazing QLAs around the world. And Dr. Sheila and many moderators put some amazing information in there, and be able to take it and then post it out on your social media platforms that you currently have. And then the next one is that you definitely want to be connected to the corporate Solex AO Scan official group. This is the corporate Facebook group. Corporate runs this group. This is one that you don't want to not be part of. You want to be part of knowing what's going on within corporate, whenever they're rolling things, promotions out, information to the field, to the QLAs. You definitely want to go there. As well as we have an amazing wellness, the corporate, Dr. Sheila has, and she mentioned this, was the Wellness YouTube channel. And I believe Patricia talked about it too. So this is where all the recordings are for the testimonial, the Wednesday testimonial calls, the business meetings, the trainings. It's all on that YouTube channel. So you definitely want to go there and utilize that, as well as our team. We have a Solex support team chat on Facebook Messenger. That's where I go in there, myself, Kelly, Jillian, Patricia, many others go in there. You guys ask incredible questions. Don't hesitate to not ask questions in there, because the more questions that we get asked in there, we're all learning from each other. Our organization is very new. We're all learning. We're just because I come to the organization with skills and experience from in my journey, and being able to train people and stuff doesn't mean that I might not know certain things. I mean, I learned some amazing things here today that I didn't know about. So we're all learning, we're all human, right? And of course, our amazing Dr. Sheila has her own website for the organization. I use this as a resource for the people that need to cross the T's and dot the I's. If they need some more information, there's ample of information there. And I absolutely love the blessed opportunity to be able to plug into a system that Dr. Sheila has already created. Now, the trainings and calls is the team trainings. You can find the schedule on Dr. Sheila's website. There is a schedule there. The main two calls that we want to always tap into every single week is the Wednesday testimonial call. I put it in the Mountain Standard Time is because I always have learned to put it in the time zone where headquarters is located, and that's obviously in Utah. So I always put it in Mountain Standard Time, and then wherever you live, you will have to do your time zone currency, or not currency, time zone converter of conversion. So that is the website, the Zoom link for Dr. Sheila's 6 o'clock call to be on live. You can ask questions, you can share testimonials. That it's incredible. It's a quick, powerful 30-minute call. And then right after, we all jump on the Wednesday weekly corporate call at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And again, both of them are always recorded. You can always get the recording, but I will tell you, over the years of building organizations and building opportunities, being the messenger of the message, is being live is so much more powerful. So I have to always revamp my schedule in my life, whether it's work related or personal, and I make sure that I'm always in live person versus a recording. But if you're obviously working, depending on what your schedule is, I get it. We all have lives, but try to be on live. This is what I pulled off of Dr. Sheila's schedule off her website. So again, she focuses on Wednesdays and Thursdays. There is calls on Thursdays. So there's a call on the first Thursday of the month and the third and fourth. Well, yeah, first Thursday, second Thursday. So it's every Thursday, but they're different. There's a couple different weeks where it's a AO scan presentation. She has incredible presentation. It's a PowerPoint presentation. Very, very informative. It's incredible. I suggest everybody to go jump on one of those calls. She does special team training, and then on the fourth Thursday of the month, she does another special training. She will always let us know what's coming out. She also sends out weekly emails of what's happening, because of course she's part of the leadership of the company, and she gets insight if maybe there's certain products that are back ordered or something's going on. Not very often, just so you guys know, so don't panic about that, but just understand that she'll send out a weekly email. So make sure you subscribe to her weekly email on her website. How do I get paid? Our wonderful Patricia mentioned on how we get paid. I didn't fret about this. I just got to work and I started scanning people. I didn't know everything about the scanner. I got Kelly to show me the basics. I said, okay, let's do this. I started scanning people. Every time I do a scan, I keep learning more and more about the scanner. Again, being on a live trainings, I learn more and more, but it was great. The 10th of the day of February, I got paid, and I only shared it to 5 people, and I well overpaid my monthly auto ship, more than just the $50 per person. What I will tell you is most companies out there in the rewards plan, you have to be a certain pin rank to hit global shares of the company. This company, and I can see where Lauren's heart is. It's not about the money to pocket in his pocket. It's about empowering people. Is you all you have to do is share to 3 people, and you get access and tap into global shares. When I got to go into my back office and see my breakdown of my paycheck on the 10th of February, I could not believe my eyes. I was already making global shares. Typically, I'm the cross the T's and dot the I's of knowing the comp plan, of knowing everything before I start sharing this out. I just got to work and kept it simple and started sharing what we had in our hands. So I would suggest is you guys go out, make it a goal by end of February. You have a week, go out and get your first 3 people. It's awesome. You don't have to have, the person doesn't need to have thousands of dollars to get started in this opportunity. All they need is $49 American to get a yearly membership and then purchase their AO scan auto ship. That's literally $200 American. Little less than $300, turn $60 depending on the day of what the currency is valuing at, but less than $300 Canadian to get your business up and running and to be able to make commissions that blew my mind away in a short period of time. So I'm so excited. Just go out and get your 3 QLAs and you can tap into global shares. Pay Quicker will send you an invite link when this happens. You don't have to have this all set up before you go out and make commissions. They will send you a link. When you click the link, you would set up your profile for Pay Quicker, and then you can add your business account, or your bank account added there, or you can utilize their card, like Patricia talked about, their virtual card that you have it for 2 weeks, and then when you request it, it's less than $5 to get the physical card, and they'll mail that out to you. And it's amazing, guys. It's not money coming out of my personal bank account. It's the money that I make month after month will pay for our auto ship. I've never seen something like this. It's been absolutely incredible. So again, corporate has promos of special events in a short period of month that I've been here. I can't believe how many promos and special events this company rolls out. This past Monday, we had obviously Family Day here, but the United States had President's Day, and they did a flash sale for the Blue product. I know I purchased Blue. Who else purchased Blue and got that discount? It's incredible of understanding what we have here. And again, we have the next virtual day of discovery, just so you guys know, if you go purchase a online virtual ticket, it's about $60, I believe it is, you will have a chance of, for the whole week from March 5th to the 11th, you'll be able to go make multiple purchases and you get 20% off. through that week on the new products that they're launching. It's like virtually a conference, but it's all virtual. So they do a virtual event in the beginning of March, and then they do a live event in Utah in September. So that's amazing. Again, they have weekly contests on the weekly corporate calls. That's what's so cool. They give 3 things out every single week. I've never seen some kind of corporate company that gives so much away. It's amazing. I'm kind of blown away about that. It's awesome. So simply, again, mindset, lift off your business, like lift it off. If you're serious about financial freedom, let us know. We can support you in making this happen. You have a team, a support team that it's unbelievable. We're in the spirit of servant leadership. May we all rise together and set the success for every single person here. And we're here for you for a full support and cheering you all the way on. And, you know, all of us are here. We can do 3-way calls. We can do group chats. If you're busy, life's busy, and you need to do multitasking and stuff like that, we're here for you. Callie's here for you. Patricia's here for you. Jillian's here for you. Dr. Sheila's here for you. We have incredible other leaders of this industry are joining. There's a buzz, what's happening within our opportunity. It's absolutely amazing. So with that being said, I appreciate every single one of you. I know actually we were hoping this to be wrapped up within 2 hours. This is bang on. This first 45 minutes with Dr. Sheila was so powerful, and our amazing trainers with Jillian and Patricia. I want to thank you guys. This is just the beginning of this opportunity to get this to everybody in the world. And I want to thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend for you. Have a wonderful day, morning, evening, wherever you are, if you're catching this replay, and reach out. We are here for you. Like they say, if you give us 25%, we'll match you 25%. If you give us 50%, we'll match you 50. If you give us 100%, we're going to match you with 150% to support you. And we're here for you all. Have a wonderful day. Take care,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thanks,
Thank
Sarah.
you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.